John, you sit tight. I'm gonna go grab some milk real quick.
Ricky Bobby had a one-track mind.
On the fence. I'm going fast.
30 years later, nothing's changed.
Mama, I'm going fast. Hey, driver!
Please be 18. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, I want to thank you for my family. My two beautiful sons, Walker and Texas Ranger, and of course my red-hot smoking wife. This is a big, hairy American winning machine. That's awesome, I know.
You don't have to be quick.
We go together like Chinese food and chocolate.
Hey, Cal, those are two things that don't really go together. If I say peanut butter and...
Ladies,
yeah, jelly.
Jelly.
I was
Would you
going
like
to
to put jelly on a lady?
to be fast.
I feel like a mongoose stalking its prey.
From the guys who brought you Anchorman.
Well, the big news is the NASCAR has gone French.
I am coming for you, Ricky Bobby.
And the 40-year-old virgin.
Do you want me to sign your microphone?
Feel free.
Absolutely, ma'am. I'd love to sign your baby. You're not going to want to wash that forehead.
Will Ferrell is Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, it's the real deal down there.
Ricky Bobby is not a thinker.
You don't drive with your eyes. You gotta feel the road.
Ricky Bobby is a driver.
I'm embarrassed. I really thought I could feel it.
Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Hello, this car is Christmas.
You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby!
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Tom Cruise!
Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby is an action comedy movie that was released on August 4th, 2006. This movie is about NASCAR, but is it good or not? Well, let's find out, of course. We are always going to start with the story. So this movie is about a NASCAR driver named Ricky Bobby. It starts when he was born, in his childhood, how he became a NASCAR driver and got married and all that shit. But after all that, he has a huge accident that makes him not able to drive. I think I remember one of the gags being he does a race after he recovers, but ends up in last place or something. Yeah, so he tries to get back at the top. Now, I actually think that actually sounds like a promising story. No joke. However, I do not like the direction this movie went in. It destroyed any hope of me enjoying this fucking movie. Okay, one of the parts that pissed me off was when Ricky's friend Cal stole his wife and told him about it gleefully. Wow, Cal is a fucking scumbag. Isn't Cal supposed to be his best friend? I did not know he had a big fucking grudge of Ricky Bobby winning all the time. But this is how he got back at him? Well, Cal, there are some lines you don't cross, and stealing your best friend's wife and being so fucking proud of it is one of them. And Watch Mojo had the audacity to call it one of the funniest breakup scenes ever. Bullshit. I did not find it funny at all. Not even a goddamn bit. Oh, and maybe this is just a me thing, but I don't find breakup scenes funny. I find them more depressing than anything. Believe it or not, that's not all. After being at the bottom for too fucking long, Ricky gets advice from some woman at a bar that gets almost no screen time prior to this. I don't think I saw her once in this goddamn endeavor. She gives this inspirational speech about how Ricky Bobby does not think, he just does what he loves, which is driving really fast. Now, that's all fine and good, but after that, Ricky starts making out with her, and she goes along with it. What the fuck? Even if it's someone famous, I don't think any woman would let some man make out with her if she barely even knows him. That is not how it goddamn works. Some might say I'm overanalyzing this movie and say shit like it's a comedy. A movie being a comedy is not an excuse to have a fucking poorly constructed story. So shut the fuck up with that illogical bullshit. And you know what? That's not the only plot fallacy. Now if this was the only one, still not really giving them a pass, but maybe they can make up for it. Well, they fucking don't. At the end, there's this gigantic car crash, and after that, Ricky and his rival French driver get out of the cars and run on foot to the finish line. But NASCAR doesn't allow drivers to run on foot, so Ricky and the French driver are disqualified in Cal. Now, I don't know what I would have done, but I would have not given a trophy to some random fucking racer, or especially if I knew he stole his wife and had no remorse for doing so. God, uh, God, there's so many things wrong with this fucking part. Oh, and Rick decides instead of reuniting with his old wife, who he probably knows a lot better than the girl he met at the bar, he goes with the girl at the bar that he barely even knows. What the hell? This is stupid. Okay, now I'm conscious of the fact that this is a comedy. However, it's not that funny. All the good jokes were in the trailer. A lot of times, I don't even know if they were even trying. This movie is that boring. Not even the catchphrase "shake and bake" was that funny. One of the reviewers on Netflix said it was going to be the next "I'm Rick James, bitch." No, that catchphrase will never be the new "I'm Rick James, bitch." Like, even if you haven't seen this Chappelle show, you've heard that quote somewhere. I cannot say the same thing about Shake and Bake. So the comedy is weak. But the action scenes, my god. The action scenes are a fucking joke. For real. I hesitate to even call this an action comedy. The only possible little piece of action that was satisfying was the 43 or so car crash at the end. There was even a joke where they cut to a commercial during the crash that was a little funny. But overall, the action scenes and the comedy are incredibly fucking weak. I don't even want to continue. The production values aren't even worth going into. They're average at best. Overall, Talladega Nights is not a good movie. It has a poorly constructed story, weak humor, writing, and not really exciting action scenes. There were a few entertaining parts, but they do not make up for any of the goddamn problems in this goddamn movie. Sure, Will Ferrell can be a funny and goofy son of a bitch, but this movie is not really any evidence of that. So, fuck this movie, frankly. I give Talladega Nights: The Ballad of Ricky Bobby 1 star out of 5, with the title of horrible. I'm done with this review. Have a nice day.
I'd been blinded by the light.